It's happening. Resident Evil 3 Remake. If you've been on this channel for a little while, you know I usually don't report on gaming news that stem from rumors or speculation. I try to keep everything very official. So I do want to start this video by making it very clear that this has not been officially publicly confirmed by Capcom. It is happening though. I knew in advance, I just didn't have any specific dates as to when information was coming out. But I promise you, this is real. And there are still some people I've seen on the internet that still have their doubts. But, I mean, look no further than Capcom themselves. Resident Evil 2 Remake came out early this year, and it was a success critically and financially. Fans wanted the same done to Resident Evil 3, which, right alongside 2, those games are at the top of the Resident Evil food chain among many fans, including myself. Earlier this year, Yoshiaki Hirabayashi said that a remake of 3 was possible, but that it depended on the fan response for Resident Evil 2. If we look at some sales numbers at the end of September, Resident Evil 2 Remake sold 4.7 million units. In comparison, the 1998 Resident Evil 2 sold 4.96 million units. Very close amounts. It was only a matter of time before 3 got the same treatment. Money talks. But how can the public feel confident that Resident Evil 3 Remake actually is coming? Images were leaked on the PlayStation Store. These are the images that popped up on the store, and if that wasn't convincing enough, look at the quality of the artwork. Clearly it's too good to where being fake seems very unlikely. And it also happens to match up with that art style that Resident Evil 7 made popular, where everything's very ultra realistic, and they also applied that style to Resident Evil 2 Remake. Matches it perfectly. Jill looks great. She's got a variation of her classic blue outfit. Carlos looks very different though, and I kind of like his disheveled hair. I've actually seen a lot of fans complaining about the new look of some of these characters, and I don't know. To me, I don't have a problem with it. I think it looks great. I like the disheveled look because it looks like he's a dude that's been walking around an apocalyptic city. I don't think his hair being tidy is the thing he's worried about right now. I like it. But the star of the show is Nemesis, right there at the top. He doesn't look too different, but one thing I'm on the fence about is his nose. He's still very recognizable, but he's got a nose now. It's so weird. It's not a huge deal, but I'm so used to his classic look, and now he's got a nose that's like melting across the side of his face, which I guess makes sense since he's based off a human, so the skin seems to have melted and stretched over whatever mutation occurred underneath. It just looks kind of weird, but I mean, it's not going to prevent me from buying the game. Here we've got another look at Nemesis. Another thing that strikes me as kind of weird is all that caution tape around him, slapped on his shoulders and such. I'm really not sure what that's all about. And this image seems to be from the Japanese version, since obviously it's called Biohazard over there. But it also says Z Edition. I've heard some people say it could be some kind of special edition, but keep in mind, it could just be something related to Japan's game rating system. A Z rating in Japan indicates a game assessed to be suitable only for gamers 18 and up. So this makes it seem like they're going to have some sort of censored cut over there and then a Z-rated edition. I don't think that's something we have to worry about over here in the US at least. Now there's also this image right here that claims to be a close look at Jill in the game. Take this one with a grain of salt. It looks like it matches the art style and it seems real, but for the life of me, I could not find an original source for this image. But there it is. Make your own judgment there. On a side note, part of the leak also indicated that Project Resistance also got an official title, Resident Evil Resistance. No surprise there. Everything's pointing to this game officially being announced soon, possibly sometime this month in December, for a 2020 release. Now that might seem a little early for some people, but keep in mind one thing. We have Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 3 takes place on many of the same locations. So a lot of these assets are already done. Capcom doesn't have to start from scratch for some of it. So that saves an immense amount of time. I'm hoping that with Resident Evil 3 Remake, we get a truly terrifying Nemesis. I don't know how they would do it, but just imagine this. Imagine if Nemesis encounters were completely random and not scripted. Everyone knows when you're playing Resident Evil 3 Classic that when you walk by that little window by the stairs at the very bottom, Nemesis is going to bust through there with a rocket launcher. Well, what if he could be programmed to pop up anywhere in the police station, so that way no two players have the same experience? That would be so cool, and I think that'd be a huge evolution for survival horror in general. As I get more official news on this, I'll keep you guys updated with any interesting updates. What changes do you want added to the Resident Evil 3 Remake? What do you want to stay the same? Start the conversation down below, drop me some likes. I'll catch you guys later. Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.